Hello, my name is Ron Vogel, and today I want to talk about the 8 years that I served for the Delaware County Sheriff's Office Underwater Search and Recovery Team. Delaware County is the 5th largest when it comes to the amount of bodies of water inside its jurisdiction. With that said, being a member of the dive team, my number one responsibility was to locate drowning victims and bring them back to their loved ones. I can vividly remember responding to a drowning call at Allen Creek State Park, reference a 17-year-old young man that attempted to swim across the cove. When he got about to the midpoint, he tired out, became exhausted, and ended up sinking to the bottom, never to be seen again at the surface. So as a diver, I can remember responding to that scene, seeing the local media setting up their cameras, while on the boat out getting ready to dive to find this young man. I remember seeing the victim's family out there in tears, hugging each other, looking at me to bring their loved one back. The challenges that we have as divers is diving in black water. In this state, the water is so silty, the sunlight only shines about 14 feet deep. After that, it's pitch black. So we totally go off of feel to find that drowning victim. And today, I want to talk about the process that we use in black water to help locate a drowning victim, which that's going to be using marker buoys. We're going to talk about the different type of grid searches that are used, as well as rope lines that help us keep an accurate search and also assists us in communication from diver to the surface. But with that said, the most important thing when arriving on scene is trying to locate where the victim is. And we're going to do that by hopefully interviewing witnesses on scene, and we're going to try to figure out some type of cross point, a starting point, to give us an idea of where we need to look. And if you look at the slide up there with viewpoint A or viewpoint B, witnesses are going to pick out fixed objects maybe that are across the water. It could be a water tower, it could be a big tree. And if we can get witness viewpoints and then do a cross on that, it can give us a great idea of where that victim may have went under. And that gold star that you see there is an example of like where the victim may be. Now with that said, we need to use marker buoys to assist us with establishing boundaries or areas or perimeters to be searched. And an example of a marker buoy is right there to the left, which is usually attached by a rope and a weight. For example, if you see the gold star there, you see that could be the victim. The B's there would be marker buoys. We would literally block off a perimeter around where the victim is believed to be. That block could be 100 feet by 100 feet in length. And then we're going to determine what type of underwater search we're going to conduct. Remember, once again, we can't see anything. It's black water. It's important to be very thorough. One search we can do is called a circular search, where a diver is going to use the fixed point underwater, which could be a weight, and we're going to do 360 degrees each time around. We're going to give them more line and make the circle bigger until we find the object we're looking for. That's the circular search pattern. We also have the pendulum search, which is great for working off of a beach or a shoreline, where a diver is going to back and forth 180 degrees. Once they go from one end to the other, we're going to extend more line out to them, and they're going to continue to do the pendulum search, working their way out in the deeper waters until they find that victim. And lastly, the jack stay search, which is the most accurate. We could literally stretch a line across the perimeter and have two divers start at each end, working their way across towards each other, holding a rope line with their left hand, trying to find that object. Once they get to the other side, we move the rope over and keep doing the search until we find that object we're looking for. Rope lines are a way that we keep our searches accurate. Usually the pivot point would be a weight at the bottom of the water, or the pivot point could be a line tender holding the rope while we conduct these searches. And they're going to dictate how much rope that they give us to keep our searches thorough. Also, we can communicate by rope. We can, one pull, if I feel a pull, that means I need to stop. If I feel 2 pulls, are you okay? 3 pulls, if I give them 3 pulls, that means I found the object. If I tug on the rope 4 or more times, I'm telling the surface that I'm in trouble, emergency, get help. So my whole point today was to show you how to conduct a search in black water by using marker buoys to pinpoint the area of the victim, to use marker buoys to establish a perimeter. Also, the importance of grid searches because of black water to keep our search accurate and thorough, and the importance of rope lines and how we can communicate back and forth with the surface. And we do this all for the families. We want to bring their loved ones back, and our motto at the sheriff's office is, if it's there, we find it as divers. Thank you.